Hi, this is a quick demo of Simflo for doctors. As you know, Simflo is an AI voice-based patient intake assistant that helps clinics collect patient history before consultation in the patient's own language. The goal is simple. Before the patient reaches the doctor, the basic history, symptoms, and the important context are already captured and converted into a structured summary to review for doctors. Now, we are on the patient side right now. So here we will go through a quick demo of how patient will interact with the system with the AI before consulting the doctor. So firstly, here patient selects their preferred language. They can continue in English, Hindi or Marathi on what they are most comfortable with. This is important because the patient does not need to understand a complex medical form. They simply continue in the language they naturally speak. Once the language is selected, the intake session will be started. The AI assistant will start asking questions one by one, and the patient will respond in their voice. The patient does not need to download any app or create any account or type long answers. They just answer naturally the way they would respond to a clinic assistant or a doctor. Now, I will start a demo session and I will start interacting with the AI assistant itself. Now, this is the patient intake part where Simflo's AI assistant asks questions in the doctor's voice and the patient responds naturally by speaking. In a real clinic workflow, this is not just one or two questions. The assistant asks multiple questions, understands the patient's responses, and then continues with relevant follow-up questions based on what the patient says. This can take around 10 minutes, but to keep the demo short, we have fast forwarded this session. The important thing is that the patient is not filling a long form or typing anything. The patient is simply interacting with the assistant in their natural language. Now, after the questions are answered, the patient gets a review screen. Here, they can quickly check the responses before submitting. This step helps avoid mistakes and gives the patient a final chance to confirm that the information shared is correct. And the patient can edit any information if he wants. Once the patient submits, Simflow securely sends the intake information to the clinic system. The patient does not need to do anything else after this. After completion, the patient sees a confirmation screen. At this point, the intake is done and the clinic has already got the patient basic history before the consultation begins again. Now we will switch to the doctor mode and I will show you from the side of doctor how doctor will see the patient history and the patient case. Patient queue. On the doctor's dashboard, patients appear in a queue. The doctor or clinic team can see which patients are in queue, completed, remote, or under other status. Here, patient intake is already completed, so the doctor can open the case and review the summary before meeting the patient. Now, we will go through one of the completed patient's case history. This is patient case history summary generated based from the intake questions. Instead of reading raw answers one by one, the doctor gets the information organized into sections like personal information, chief complaint, marital status, relationship history, addictions, and medical history, and the positive case summary at the end. So, here, what is good for the doctor is they don't have to go through questions and answers like the list in the list view. They get structured information presented at their end. As you scroll, the intake details are clearly structured. So, for example, the chief complaint shows the problem, duration, and whether the medicines have been taken before or not. Also, now, now we have answered the case of sexologist. So the structure is like that. According to the type of clinic, the type of practice you have, the structure will change accordingly. So the whole point is not to replace doctor's judgment, but it simply gives the doctor a better starting point. Here, if the doctor wants to verify the original patient response, they can open the audio recording. This gives the doctor access to what the patient actually said, not just a generated summary. They can hear what patient said. Here, the doctor can also add a consultation note directly from the same screen. So after reviewing the intake, the doctor can document their own observation during or after the consultation. There is also an option to add medicines from the same workflow. The doctor can enter the medicine name, dosage, and duration, keeping the consultation process connected to the patient's case. And finally, the doctor can generate or view the PDF report. This makes it easy to keep a clean record, share it internally if needed, or attach it to the clinic's regular process. So, this is a complete Simflow for doctors flow. From the patient side, it feels like a simple voice conversation. From the doctor's side, it becomes a structured, review ready patient summary. This helps to reduce the repeated intake questions, improves consistency, and lets the doctor walk into consultation already prepared. Thank you.